All right. Thank you for joining us. At this community meeting for the Cheeney Street Townhome Development. My name is Steve Lee. I'm the project manager for this, for the planning, part of the planning divisions of the city. And this is a meeting from the developer. Staff, city staff, myself, basically will be here just to take feedback. So any questions in terms of process or questions that you have directly for me, Saul would have my contact in one of the last slide, and you can email me. But the purpose of this meeting, the developer will introduce the project, talk about the project, and get feedback for it. So please provide all your feedback to the developer. I'll pass it on over to Saul.
Okay. Thank you, Steve. And thank you all for joining us in this community meeting this evening. It is the Cheeney Street Townhome Development Meeting that is on Cheeney Street. I am the host for this meeting this evening, and my name is Saul Flores, and I'm the developer of the project. Before going further, if we have any questions and or comments, if we could please be so kind to hold them until the end of the meeting, it'd be greatly appreciated, because there will be plenty of time for question and answer at the end. So let's get started. Next. Here is the agenda for the evening. We're going to go through from introduction down to question and answer. Okay, project location. It's at 4249 Cheeney Street, and the cross streets are Agnew Road and Ash Street. And here is a couple of attachments showing the street view and the aerial view. Okay, so the development proposal is to allow for low density residential. So currently, the property is designated as R1-6L, and our reassignment of the land use is going to be for designation of R2, allowing for 9 townhomes. The project is approximately 150 feet by 150 feet, and it's currently vacant with no existing building or infrastructure. Here on screen is the tentative map expressing the lots. 1 through 4 are in the front, closest to Cheeney Street, and lots 5 through 9 are in the back of the project. Okay, project description. We have 9 townhomes with attached garages, and they're approximately about 1,700 square feet, and the garages will be about 550, give or take. Each unit will consist of 3 bedrooms, 2.5 bathrooms. Switch to the next one. The units will have solar power with battery backups. All units have a small designated exterior enclosed yard. There will be no balconies on any of the units. Also, the edged units being in the front, the unit closest to the drive entry, unit 4, and in the back, unit 5, and the unit 1 closest to the Agnew Street will all have be walled on the edge for privacy for neighbors and no windows to look out of. Project site description. Okay, project site. Go to the site plan. Okay, go to site, go back. Yeah, you can stay there. So there's buildings and units are split with 4 in the front and we have 5 in the back. There are pathways that lead in between the buildings that go from Cheney Street all the way to the back of the property. There will be if staring from Cheney Street to the left, there will be enclosed trash enclosures. There will be 2 visiting parking spots in front and back of the trash enclosure. The fencing for the edge and the surround area on 3 sides will be CMU wall, concrete wall for stability and longevity. Okay, yes. Okay, go to the next. Okay, there you see is the a rendering of the Cheney Street walkway and street and entry to the project. As you can see, there are 4 in the front. Entries for all the garages are as you move in and into the right on the driveway. The nature and the thought process for the architectural was to try to blend as soft and as best as we could see with the community. So we softened with wood on the top of board and batten, and the bottom with acrylic stucco finish. And we were very generous in the front planting area for shrubs and plants, an assortment of them. We feel strongly that it's not overly aggressive on the build out. It seems to fit well on the property. Okay, for the project, next steps. What we have left to accomplish is there will be a circulation for our environmental report and documents in the next 30 days that will be circulated publicly. And with that, we'll also have our Historical and Landmarks Commission review, our Planning Commission hearing for approvals, and that'll be followed up with our City Council hearing and the Development Review hearing. This meeting is primarily to hear and try to give as much answers to comments and to receive feedback from neighbors and community. The meeting will soon be open for questions and answering. There will be no answers from our senior planner, Steve Lee. Any questions that may be directed to him could be emailed. And the email there is on the lower area. I will also provide my email, so you can communicate with me directly as well. And there is my email at the bottom of the page. Okay. We can open the forum for questions. And if there's any questions to be asked, please do so. Any comments, please do so. Muted. Yes, the question?
Yes, knowing what that property was previously a trucking company, has any soil testing been done for contamination?
Yes, there's been complete environmental reports um, and soil testing.
Okay, is that what
Yes,
you're gonna give out in the next 30 days?
yes.
Okay. I've got a few more questions if you're ready.
Yes.
What's the anticipated start date?
Um, the anticipated start date, I believe, with what we have ahead to complete, will probably be March of 2025.
And then you have a completion date?
Completion date should be 16 months thereafter.
Okay. Has this been approved yet by the city?
We've received our technical review approvals, and we still have left, as I had previously mentioned, our planning commission, city council, historical for approvals.
Okay, got it. And can I ask what happened to the previous proposal for the developer about 6 years ago or 7 now?
Um, uh, that didn't get completed. It was later purchased by my clients, and they continued on with the project and just creating and making the necessary improvements and finding the approvals of the fire department and the rest of the necessary departments.
Got it. I know this is kind of early, but what's the anticipated sell price?
We don't have that available yet because there hasn't been any market analysis yet at this point.
Okay, I mean, but as a developer, you've got to have some idea. I mean, you got to know what your costs are and what you're going to sell it for, or you just don't want to talk about that right now.
I'm actually the developer builder, but clients are the owners. So I don't know exactly at what point they'll ask us to start the market analysis.
Okay, got it.
I assume pretty quick now.
Okay, again, yeah, never mind. I've got my answer to that. Okay, I think I got it all. Thank you.
Sure, appreciate you. Thank you.
Now, one other question. How many participants are there tonight?
There are a total of 6.
Okay, thank you.
For the record, I actually had a neighbor reach out that is backed up to us from Agnew Road. And there is 2 owners that reached out informally and called me directly. And they had a couple basic questions. One, actually, they were thankful that there's something was going to happen now on that property. And secondly, they wanted to confirm that there would be a CMU concrete fencing wall to be placed rather than a wood wall. So those were their 2 concerns.
Got it. Have they addressed the off-street parking on that street and what the impact of this new development is going to do to that?
It is, and it has been addressed in the environmental report.
Okay. So is that going to be available to the residents around the area, or are going to be mailed out to the residents or the property owners that are affected with it?
I know it's going to go public. I don't know exactly how it's going to be delivered.
I can help answer that. I can help
Yes.
answer that. So the project, I mean, the meeting is kind of thin here, not a lot of people, so I can jump in and answer that for you. And so we circulate for 30 days. When we do, we mail out a notice showing you the link, or you can ask us to come to the city and see the hard copy of the document, but we do not mail out the document. It will be available on the city website.
Okay,
at the City Hall.
great. Thank you, Steve.
Also, what is your name? This the first speaker, second.
My first name is Sai.
Sai. And Sai, are you just a neighbor or somebody living in the residence? Or living?
I own property across the street from the development.
Thank you. Just to clarify too, Sai, there are only two participants, you and one other. I guess four participants. Two are owners of this project, and then you and one other. Six total because it includes the panelists, myself and Saul.
Oh.
We have plenty of time. So, we can hang around for another 5-10 minutes. I know the
Sure.
invitation is for 6 to 7 p.m. And just in case somebody comes in a little bit later,
Sure.
so we'll just wait another 5 minutes or so. It is a recorded meeting, so the recording of this meeting will be available on the project website. So if they missed it, they can, watch the video and contact myself or yourself for any questions. Your contact is on the last slide?
Yes,
Okay. All right. So they can review that and contact you.
absolutely.
Questions. So, all right, we'll hang around for 5 minutes. Thank you, everyone. Okay, I just see Jeff joining us. Jeff, you just joined us. We finished the developer finished the presentations. We answered a couple questions already. We're about to just stop the meeting and save the recording to the website if anybody's interested to watch it and then ask us questions. But since you're here, you don't get the presentation again now. But do you have any quick questions for the developer? If not, we are going to stop this meeting in about a minute, next minute. Okay, so it looks like no questions from Jeff or anyone that's already here.
Well, thank you all for your time. And you have our emails for any further questions or comments. Thank you.
Okay, thank you all. Bye.